YouTube, what is going on? Today we're going to talk about the BSC Station Launchpad, talk about where some things stand, talk about how some things have changed given current market volatility, and just kind of giving a general update on BSC Station and kind of where they're at with everything that's been going on. But before we jump into the video, as always, I'm here to tell you I'm not a financial advisor. Please don't take anything I talk about in this video as financial advice. This is just me sitting in a room talking about cryptos that I find interesting. Please do your own research before you decide to invest in anything. And one last thing before we jump into the news, if you all would please drop a like on the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate that, and it really helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. So let's go ahead and look at some of the most recent news. This is actually some tough news for the BSC Station Launchpad, and it's that their first IDO on the Launchpad, ZKChaos, has decided that due to current market volatility and unforeseen global policies, they have decided it is in their best interest to postpone their IDO launch. I find that kind of interesting, that their entire project is dependent on the market being favorable to launch, if you will. That kind of makes me question the legitimacy of ZKChaos. Now, again, I don't know a lot about them. I think it just gives me a little bit of concern if I were considering investing in this, that since the market isn't necessarily just going parabolic, that they have said, whoa, maybe we don't want to launch. It kind of makes you wonder, what difference, like if you need to launch, what difference does it make if the market is favorable or not? Right, the point of launching is so that you can work on the project, and then over time, right, regardless of the market and how well it's doing, right, the goal would be to launch. At least that's the way I think about it. So it kind of makes me just question that a little bit. I also saw that they said unforeseen global policies. Now, they don't go on to actually say what these global policies are in this Medium article that they put out. So I am curious what exactly these global policies are that have all of a sudden come up. If it's China and banning Bitcoin, China's banned Bitcoin 10 times in the past, and it hasn't made much of a difference. The market reacts to it, and then they go about their business, and China bans Bitcoin again, and not much changes, and so on and so forth. So I'm not really sure what these unforeseen global policies are. And the reality is, if China bans Bitcoin, like, that's one country. Yes, it's a country with a huge population, but yeah, I mean, these two things combined kind of make me just wonder what their goal is for ZKChaos. So how it affects BSC Station, I don't really think it affects the Launchpad at all, to be quite frank, other than the project isn't here. ZKChaos won't be launching yet. They just said they'll announce, will be delayed until further notice. So who knows? I mean, I would assume that, they plan on launching at some point. This kind of makes me just wonder. I mean, unless they were going to use this IDO as their funding, but again, just kind of makes me wonder a little bit about ZKChaos, and if they were going to take all of their funding straight up from the IDO, or if they had any sort of seed funding prior to this. If they didn't have seed funding, then I guess I understand why the current market volatility could scare them off. But again, still, if you're just looking for an IDO and seed money, I mean, you should be able to get that if it's a legitimate project that has legitimate legs. It shouldn't really matter. You just may not see the appreciation of your coin's value as quickly in a market like we're currently in. Now, with that being said, I did also want to scroll down on BSC Station's Twitter. They did announce what their second IDO will be. ByteNet. Again, I haven't jumped into ByteNet too much, but it says ByteNet aims to build up avatar art platform to support art creators worldwide to make their paintings become NFTs on the Binance Smart Chain, conducting auctions and transactions globally. Avatar art will be a pioneer in bringing real values in life to the NFT space. So it's interesting. So it says, for the ByteNet IDO, there will be a fixed allocation of 1 million BNU. This must be their token. Tokens for purchase on the BSC Station Launchpad, exclusively for BSCS token holders at a fixed price of 9 cents per token. This is happening June 1st, so a week from today. Like it said, a million coins. That's their market cap, and 9 cents. So if you're interested, again, NFT platform for artists. So kind of interesting. We'll see. Again, I don't want to like dive too far into ByteNet, but that is good that there is another project already lined up. Again, the biggest thing for me was kind of this disappointment around ZKChaos. I did also see that BSC Station announced that they were going to be listed on an exchange in the innovation zone. However, this came out right here that says, due to the unforeseen and unfavorable market circumstances, the listing of BSCS and its related activities will be postponed until further notice. Again, I just don't really understand why you wouldn't list it. Like, I mean, BSC Station's already, you know, a project that's launched. They're working. I mean, you can stake your coins now. They've got the farms, the swap. I mean, I'm not saying it's like a huge, big time, you know, project that's, you know, I mean, it's still very new, but I just don't really understand, just because the market conditions are unfavorable, why you wouldn't list it. I mean, it's almost like these people have never been in crypto. I mean, crypto markets tend to be extremely volatile. So, kind of curious why. I mean, I would love to know their reasoning other than this vague, unforeseen and unfavorable market conditions. Like, yeah, welcome to the crypto space. That's pretty much always. But that's where we're standing right now with this. In the last video, we did talk about the farms. Those are up and running, so if you want to stake some coins, earn some, I think actually the APY is actually, I'm going to say, relatively low. Actually, I'll check it right on my phone right now, because you can't check it, or I don't believe you can check it on their website. If we pop this open, if we go to the farms, yeah, for whatever reason you have to, like, I don't know why you have to connect your wallet to actually see the APR, which is kind of annoying. So let me check this real quick while we're here, if my phone is going to load. It is, let's see. So yeah, you can earn 8.4% currently. I mean, that's what it's showing. Again, I know that they've got some additional stakes. There's over $8 million currently staked on it, which is actually pretty high. But yeah, I mean, if you plan on holding your BSCS tokens for a while, it you know, it could make sense for you to stake them for a bit. Again, that's up to you. It depends if you want to potentially, you know, stake them to earn other coins or whatever. So that's a decision, you know, you got to make and do some evaluating. But as you can see, well, it actually doesn't even show you here, but yeah, so that is encouraging that this is up and running. Obviously on the app, we've talked about, you can do the swap. They do have the NFTs up and running as well. So and then the Launchpad, well, okay, oh, there's the Launchpad. So you can see here's what it would be, you know, what they wanted to do. Obviously, given that ZKChaos has delayed this piece here, we'll have to wait. But we will see. I still like BSCS Station. Just kind of wanted to point that out about this token. So if you were excited for ZKChaos, you will have to wait a little bit. But good news is there are some other Launchpad IDOs coming up. So still big fan of BSC Station. And actually, I think their coin price has done okay during the madness. I was curious if I could check the chart really easily. Yeah, I'm not going to go search for it. But their price has actually held up all right. I think it took a pretty good dip, but it's recovered nicely. So really haven't lost much because of the really big dip in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Obviously, you know, it's a good bit off all-time highs. But with that, let me know down in the comments what you think, where BSC Station is headed. And thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.